Did the Lakers make a mistake hiring Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson, or didn't they? I will discuss this plus much more. Hey guys, this is Matt, or Your Sports Station, and this is a hot topic the last few days, obviously. Shockingly, even to Mike D'Antoni, that in fact decided to hire him over the 11-time champion, Hall of Famer, Phil Jackson. This is something that a lot of people are talking about last couple of days. Analysts are just going crazy about this. The hiring of Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson. Is it going to work out? Is it not going to work out? We'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell. This is a much different Laker roster than when Phil Jackson had the team. They have a lot more athleticism in certain areas, but we'll see what happens. According to the Los Angeles Lakers, of just what they're saying, it was a unanimous decision to hire Mike D'Antoni over Phil Jackson because of the roster that they have right now. They just felt that was a better fit. They felt that the triangle offense wasn't really going to work with the type of personnel that they have right now. And part of that was, they have guys like Dwight Howard. Obviously Steve Nash can pretty much run any type of offense, but they just thought this was a better fit. They thought, probably also the league has changed a bit. So, the league's kind of going away from just a grinded-out defensive type league. You have teams, the Lakers, when the Lakers had Shaq and Kobe, they weren't one of the best defensive teams. They were worse than, I think they were about 15th in the league, 15th, 20th in the league in defense those years. Hopefully that's kind of how they're looking at it, because obviously Mike D'Antoni is not a defensive coach. Some of the stats that comes down to that, when he was with Phoenix from 2003, I think that's when he started, until basically when he stopped coaching there, before he went to the Knicks. I can give you some stats or a rundown of how they were defensively. We're looking at here, his first year in Phoenix, they were 26th in the league in overall defense. Next year, dead last, 28th, 23rd, 25th. And that was last year with Phoenix. And then after that, he was hired on with the Knicks, obviously. And then with the Knicks, his first year, they were 28th, 28th, and then 28th again, all 3 years he was there. On top of that, they were dead last in field goal percentage in 2009, 2010. These are just some of the defensive statistical numbers. He obviously performed in the regular season with Phoenix, of course. They had 2 60-win seasons. They won 50 or more games, 4 consecutive seasons in a row. The typical kind of the 7 seconds or less offense, as some people coined it. That's what he's known for. He's known for being exciting. It kind of brings you back to the Showtime Lakers. It's kind of interesting how they're kind of trying to reenact that type of thing. It could work. Because they've got some firepower for sure. It's an exciting offense. They have a huge amount of talent. It's ridiculous. But hopefully it works. You have Dwight Howard, who can definitely run the floor. It's not 100% sure that he will excel in that type of offense. We'll see. It'll be kind of nice. He's not going to be clogging up the lane the whole time, but Howard's a great player. I think he can adapt. He's one of the most athletic big men, 7-footers that we've ever seen in the entire NBA, ever. So I think he can adapt to that. It'll be good for him. Kind of space the floor, see what Nash can still do. So we'll see what's happening. Me personally, just in my opinion, just to be blunt, I would have hired Phil Jackson hands down. If you can get Phil Jackson for 2, maybe 3 years, you have to do it. Because if in those 3 years, let's say you get 1 championship. This is about now in the NBA. This is not about building. Maybe if you're a team like Cleveland, maybe if you're a team like Portland, if you're a team like the Bobcats, you're building. Your fans are fine with that because they're not used to winning. But in Los Angeles, pressure's on. The pressure is on you. You need to win, and you need to win now. So, Phil Jackson's going to take care of that for you. He's tested and proven, and he can get the job done as a coach. D'Antoni, yeah, he's been in the West Finals a couple times. But, in 05 and 06, he went to the West Finals with the Suns. But, it's a little bit different. Because, you saw the teams in Cleveland with LeBron. They can put up numbers in the regular season, win 55, 60 games left and right. But when it comes down to the playoffs, it's just a different thing. So we'll see what happens. I hope Mike D'Antoni does well. I mean, I know one thing that he's got going for him is that players like him. Players love playing for him. I mean, he's coached on the national team. He's spent a ton of time with the with the biggest talent in the NBA. You know, all the national players with Kobe. I mean, he's friends with Kobe. Players definitely like Mike D'Antoni. So he'll have that going for him, like Phil Jackson did. I mean, they're kind of players coaches. They give the reins to their players. They give them freedom, and they let them do their thing. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I hope for D'Antoni's sake it works out, because New York just didn't work out in New York. I mean, he seems like a great guy, but we'll wait and see. So guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just let me know if you guys have any sort of questions that you might have. You just leave them in the comments section below. And then if you could take a second just to hit like or subscribe, that helps me out a ton, you guys. So yeah, I'll definitely catch you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.